The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
Tax the rich, feed the poor, till there are no rich no more.
Hi everybody, welcome to Pot Talk. I'm Jim.
And I'm Paul. And we're still waiting on the always late Mr. Jeremy Gibbs. Open things up, Jim.
All right, I forgot what we were. Oh, you want to listen to the...
Got the clip ready?
No, I don't, but
Well,
I can by the
okay.
time we're done talking about it.
Oh, and got my Les Skymos. Sorry about that, my camos.
yeah.
And I'm super psyched about it. And thank you, Donald, and Donald's
What am
son-in-law.
I looking for?
What's Donald's son-in-law's name? I'm looking for the clip of, what?
It starts with Pot Talk and it's talking about how one tweet from...
Does it make anyone a racist? One stupid tweet? It wasn't even that racist. I've said way more racist. Oh, I do on a daily basis. Not on the air so much. Still looking for us? Oh, you could have given me some warning that we were going to fucking lull into this. Are we doing it now?
I'm ready.
What up?
Welcome back. Valerie Jarrett is now speaking out on what Roseanne tweeted out, suggesting to MSNBC that Roseanne is not the only one who deserves some of the blame. Take a listen.
Do you feel like this president has set a tone that has made people feel increasingly empowered to say those kinds of things?
Well, this is what I think, Chris. I think tone does start at the top, and we like to look up to our president and feel as though he reflects the values of our country. But I also think every individual citizen has a responsibility, too.
She says some of it comes from the top, as in President Trump. What do social media stars Diamond and Silk think about that? Ladies, good to see you both. Thank you so much for joining us. So you heard Valerie Jarrett. What do you think?
Well, of course, I don't agree with what she said about blaming our president for what someone tweeted. Mm-hmm. Listen, first of all, Roseanne, let me just say this here. She is not a racist. She made bad judgments when she tweeted out something that was a little off the cuff, and she apologized for it. Now, where's the apologies from all of the other people like the Joy Beharts, Whoopi Goldberg, Sonny Hostin, Jimmy Kimmel? Where are the apologies from those people that work for ABC as well? Right. Why haven't their shows been canned? Because they've said some off-the-cuff stuff about our president and about conservatives, about people that support our president.
Well, I'll tell you, I was reading the Keith Olbermann tweets just earlier just to get caught up on this, and I couldn't believe some of the things that he has said on Twitter with the F-bombs and the pushback on President Trump. And then you just heard Howie Kurtz mention Joy Behar as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We had to block Keith Olbermann on Twitter because he's so nasty.
Very nasty.
So I don't get the hypocrisy is so real on both sides. Listen, if we're going to open up the conversation, I know Valerie said that this is a teachable moment. Well, if this is a teachable moment, how about we open up open it up. If we're going to talk about racism, let's talk about it on one side, because the word monkey, black people call us that.
That's right. And we need to talk about it on both sides.
On both sides. It's not one-sided.
That's right.
It's not one-sided. It's on both sides. We're called monkeys. We're called coons and all kinds of derogatory names.
That's right.
And listen, you teach people how to treat you. So everybody want to be mad at Roseanne, who happens to be a white woman. You want to call her racist. Well, what about the racism on the other side? We have our black brothers and sisters calling other black brothers and sisters all kinds of derogatory names. Yes, we have to. If we're going to have a conversation, let's tell the truth about the whole conversation and not just be one side.
So what do we do about it?
Well, what do we do about it? We stop calling each other names. We come to the table and we talk about it. And I don't think that her show should have been canned. I think that this would have been a teachable moment to be on the show. Let this play out on the show, so we know how to treat each other.
You know, it feels like if you're a Trump supporter, there's just no room for error. She obviously made a big mistake.
And she apologized.
But there's no room for error, especially if you have a conservative mentality.
And that is not fair. And that's where the hypocrisy come in, and that has it's got to stop.
And she apologized for it. That's the number one thing. She was woman enough to apologize for it. When she saw that the joke fell flat, she apologized for it. Okay, but we still have yet to wait on other people from the left. We was really astounded, by the way. They are beating this lady up over the head about racism when they are the one that does a lot of the racism. If you go to the Diamond and Silk Wall of Shame, you will see so many derogatory remarks made about us from other black people, from other people that is speaking out, talking about this person is racist. One tweet, one bad joke don't make you a racist.
That's right.
Well, that's her.
Yeah.
So was it appropriate? What do you think happens with Roseanne now? I mean, was it appropriate that the show was canceled, and do you think it gets picked up by somebody else? I mean, the show was incredibly successful.
It was a very successful show. I hope it get picked up by someone else if ABC don't want to deal with it or whatever. Listen, I think everybody deserves to be forgiven.
Yeah.
We know.
But if you cancel her show, look, there's some more shows that's on ABC
that needs to be canceled. We can cancel The View. We can cancel Jimmy Kimmel. Some of those people have said the most derogatory things. I can't watch that.
Exactly.
So if you want to play that tick for tack, come on, let's do it.
Well, that's a good point, because Jimmy Kimmel will say, look, I'm a comedian. This is what I do.
Well, she's a comedian, too. She's a comedian.
But she wasn't making a joke when she put that tweet out.
Well, she said she was making a joke. So I want to give her the benefit of the doubt.
That's right.
She said she was making a joke. She apologized for it. Listen, a comedian just called us bootlickers and coons. But we put it out on Twitter and told him to take it down, and he did. I'm not going to put him on blast. But the deal is, it happens.
Wow.
You know, so...
But you also have had your challenges with Twitter in it itself.
Absolutely. Twitter, Facebook. It's the whole thing. Being a conservative.
Do you think that's because you're conservative?
It's because we're conservative and we support this president.
That's right.
You got to realize how he won this through social media.
Yes.
We use social media, and he is now the president of the United States. They don't like that. So they're going to do everything they can to block us and to stop us.
And they look at us as a double threat. We're two black women, we're conservative, and we love our president. Okay, a triple threat.
Yeah. No, I think you make really good points. I mean, in terms of social media, people are moving fast. They just say things like this. I mean, you know, I've seen it myself, and just you say things and then say, oh gosh, why did I say that? We should have a little more forgiveness for that, given that we're all moving so fast. And having said that, there's no room. There's no tolerance for
racism.
Just
calm it down. There is no tolerance for that, for any kind of racism on either side. It can't be one-sided here. That's what I'm trying to make. We can't always point. They didn't call and say, you know what, Mr. President, we're sorry. We apologize about that. You know what I mean? The hypocrisy. It cannot be one-sided, and it's one-sided. So I'm happy that the president weighed in way he weighed in.
But the president is not afraid to say, you know, Lion Ted or, you know.
Okay, that was doing a primary. That was doing a primary.
Chuck Todd, Sleepy Eyes. I mean, he's not afraid to throw it.
Well, but these people have thrown it to him.
That's right.
These people have said the most damnable things.
And derogatory things.
You don't do that to a sitting president. Imagine if people would have done that to Obama. All chains and fences would have broke loose. We wouldn't know our country today.
And here's the crazy thing. They do it on a daily basis. Roseanne's show came on once a week. These people do it on a daily basis and no apology at all. They call him a xenophobe, homophobe, all these other different phobes. I'm waiting on them to call him a germaphobe. They just call him all of these different names, racist name, call him a racist. They don't have a problem sitting there saying he's a racist. Okay? Donald Trump, our president, is not a racist. He's a realist, and the only color he sees is green, and he wants everybody, including the naysayers, to have something.
That's right. He wants us to be prosperous.
That's right.
And then, by the way, it's happening.
It is.
An economy that is growing. Let me ask you, because of your conservative views, you're sort of out there, and you're up for attack. And I know that I've watched this. Have you always been conservative?
Well, we've always been conservative in our thought and our thinking process, but we tended to vote Democrat because we were conditioned. But we found that just because you're black didn't mean you had to vote Democrat. We say you can get off of that, what we call Democrat plantation, and you can vote for something different. And when we saw then Donald Trump, now President Trump, we wanted something different, and that's why we voted for him.
That's really interesting. So you just sort of went with the herd, right? And you just went with and voted Democrat.
Condition.
Right.
It's condition.
That's right.
You're raised that way.
Lifelong Democrats. Being lifelong Democrats, they tell you that you have to vote Democrat. Whoever the head of the ticket is, that's who you vote for.
Even if your life hadn't changed in forever, even if you weren't liking the policies, if the policies were actually working against you.
But they will tell you stuff like they will say stuff like, well, you may not be able to eat under a Republican. But that goes all the way back to the Jim Crow days created by the Democrats. So you got to know your history. When we start doing our history about the Democratic Party, it was time to ditch the Democratic Party. That's why we started the Ditch and Switch Now movement back in September of 2015, because we wanted everybody to switch to Republican to vote for Donald Trump.
A lot of really good points, ladies. You think the midterms are going to be successful for the Republicans?
I'm looking for them to be successful for the Republican Party.
That's right.
Because they were talking about this blue wave, and it seems to be sort of in the back seat right now.
Oh no,
because of the policies coming out of the Trump administration that have had impact.
Yes, that's right. Be sure to vote right, or you're going to get left.
That's right.
Wow. Diamond and Silk, great to see you, ladies.
Thank you for having me.
So much. A pleasure to talk with you both.
Right, that was the Diamond and Silk.
Yeah. Do you know what? They kind of wear on me a bit, but they're right. You can't fight the right.
They're getting fought with by their own kind. They're all calling them.
Calling them all sorts of vile names and stuff because they jumped ship. They left the plantation. That term, but it's true.
They mentioned Democratic plantation.
It is.
That's why
they want to keep them
left
under their thumb. They don't want any individual thought. That's why Roseanne was destined to fail on ABC because they were waiting for the one wrong thing.
Just so to give her a bad name. And see, everybody that's in the conservative is a racist.
Yep. They were, it was a self-fulfilling prophecy. They knew eventually she was going to say something, which I don't think was what she said was
I watched something with Tom Arnold on it today. I knew this was going to happen. You know what I mean?
She is a bit off the wall.
Douche.
She's a bit off the wall. I'll admit it. But do you know what? There's plenty of people that are off the wall on the left, and they're called eccentric genius. She's a racist. They're thinking outside the bubble. It's like, enough. ABC obviously doesn't want to make money. They just don't.
Well, they love throwing it away.
Evidently, because
this was the last man standing with them too.
Yeah, now Fox has it.
Yeah, now
they're going to
Fox
restart
is
it.
picking up this one, I bet.
I guarantee you, the first episode of Last Man Standing does, I'm going to say, at least 15 million viewers. Viewers, not people TiVoing it. And then you can add that number in with it if you want. But I mean, actually sitting down to watch it. I guarantee it's going to be 15 million. What the fucking Oscars?
Well, that's what people are watching the reruns. That's all they got now.
Yeah. I watch them on 56, and I wasn't even into the show until rerun. I was watching it in rerun. I didn't even know they were still being made. And my wife's like, "Oh yeah, they're still being made." And then all of a sudden, it was just canceled as soon as I started watching it.
Hey, to get it.
Nothing. No tweet, no nothing. Just did not line up with their values. Well, no, they said they were trying to make room in the lineup. That's what it was. Roseanne. They said they were just trying, executives, we're just trying to shake up the lineup. You know what I mean? They didn't like him. The writers didn't like him because they had to write jokes.
Well, didn't he go on Fox News? And I think after that they canceled the show.
No, I don't. No.
I'm thinking so.
I don't believe so. The writers didn't want to work for him because they're all a bunch of liberals, and they didn't like writing anti-Hillary jokes. The executives didn't like them. The show was making money, and that's why they tolerated it. But after a certain point where it started it became number 2. It was number 2. They said, we got to pull the plug on it because our evil overlords told us to. which is the DNC, by the way, just to let you know. ABC should change its call sign to DNC. They really should. Oh, and do you know what the funniest part of the Diamond and Silk clip? Somehow Keith Olbermann got brought up. Who the fuck is cared about Keith Olbermann in what? 5 years?
ABC tied him back on ESPN.
He's back on ESPN?
Yeah.
Oh, big shit. Who watches ESPN?
This is the one that Trump a Nazi and everything.
ESPN is hemorrhaging viewers like a Russian czar hemorrhaging blood after fucking getting caught on a thorn. ESPN is a fucking cesspool of liberalism. And people are walking away accordingly. Fucking Olbermann. Oh my God. Somebody quoted Olbermann. And the other thing I want to talk about was the way their hypocrisy shows no end. They, like Kimmel, like they're saying, Kimmel uses the excuse, well, I'm just a comedian. Roseanne Barr was a comedian before fucking when Jimmy Kimmel was in diapers. Who the fuck is he to say anything?
Didn't lose his show.
No, and he said way worse things.
NBC.
You know what? No, I think it's ABC. I believe so. I don't think he's on NBC. But that's how little interest I have in any of the late night talk shows. Watch any of them?
None.
I used to watch them all. I used to watch Carson, or Leno, but I was more of a Carson fan. But I like Jay too. Watch Letterman in the old days before he got the 11:30 slot and became a doc. His old show was great. And after that, there wasn't really much after that.
Yeah, he used to be.
Yes, yeah. He was after Carson. Right, and then when Leno got the Carson slot, whoever it was, yes, I gave Letterman an 11:30 slot go up against Leno. And that's when, I think that's when Leno just he went from like a funny guy to like a because nobody else would show up knowing he's going to be there. Just anyways.
I thought he was good.
In the beginning, he was good. Once he got his own, the 11:30 time slot, he just fucking went down. He was good on the 12:30 times.
Talking about Leno?
Yeah, no, Letterman. Oh, I'm sorry, I was saying Leno. I meant Letterman. Yeah, Leno got pushed out for his conservative views. NBC pushed him out. Because they were like, oh, you can't make jokes about it. Like, yeah, I'm going after both sides. Yeah, actually, I do. Obviously, you're not the only forgetful.
Beverage too?
Probably. Yeah. Like, how much is it a bottle?
I don't know.
There you go. And no sign of Jeremy.
Yeah, I know. He said he was going to be late. Joe went dead.
Good. Donald just sent it. Good, I was running out of shit to say already, and we're not even halfway through this fucking clip. Yeah, already played the clip.
All right. So what do we got now? We can talk about.
Oh, we're back?
I don't know. I don't know.
Can
if
you
we're
hear
on the
me?
left. Yeah, I can hear.
All right, so let's assume we're on the air.
That's what I'm saying, because
Okay.
that's what it says to me.
All right. Donald says otherwise, but we'll go with what you say.
It says it's on air.
All right, fine.
I can't really say
Do you want to go with the Trump pardons?
Yeah, I was gonna just say you want to talk about Blagojevich.
Yeah, of course I do. Who doesn't want to talk?
Yeah, Trump's thinking of giving him a pardon.
Do you know what? If Trump gives that fucking douchebag a pardon, I'll lose my mind. That piece of shit deserves every day he's getting in jail.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. He's trying to sell a Senate seat. And you got to, because everyone said, oh, for a comment he made. I was like, it's not a comment. I remember this back in the day when it actually
I got
happened.
something fucking golden. All this fucking.
Yeah, well, this isn't something I'm just giving away.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you don't have the right to give, sell, nothing. It's not up to you.
Well,
You're
he
the
picks.
governor.
He does pick whoever gets in there. I mean, he within rights, he could say that. That's why Trump's going to.
We got a phone call. We didn't even give out the number, Jim.
No, we didn't.
1-800? Get me, it's the 1-800 number.
Don from Ohio, what's the matter? You telling me one dead?
Okay, great. So right now we're not broadcasting.
No, we are broadcasting because it says we're broadcasting.
All right. Well,
I have no way of checking it either, so.
Well, that stinks. Yes, could you please?
I'll keep you on. All right.
All right, yeah, do that, please.
We'll see
take
you.
it easy, Donald.
Thanks.
I hope the mic picked that up if we're actually broadcasting. So now Donald's actually going to start up.
It's saying we're broadcasting. I showed it. It said it says we're on air.
Let's go on to the assumption we are.
I think we are. I think Donald's having a problem with it.
Well, some good news. Jeremy's on his way in, and we will know when Jeremy gets behind the mic.
You'll all hear
him. We were talking about
Blagojevich.
Thank you. He can't do that. He can't sell the seat. That is.
But that's who picks who goes in the next seat.
So what? Doesn't mean he can sell it.
Well, he didn't want to do it for nothing.
Well, that's illegal.
Well, no, what he's saying, he was doing it for his campaign contribution. Totally illegal.
No, that's
it
not.
Is. You can get to the governor's.
It's still a bribe.
It's not a bribe.
Yes, because you get
campaign contribution is not a bribe.
It's a bribe.
No, it ain't. Everybody would be in jail for bribes if that
no,
was
no, 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 no.
No, anybody that gave to a campaign would be bribing them.
No, not everyone that gives to a campaign gets a Senate seat, Jimmy.
It still doesn't matter. He goes for the highest bid.
There you go.
Working now.
Okay. No, Jimmy, you're
wrong.
Never
unworked.
He's taking money for an appointment to the Senate. That is so fucking immoral, and it is illegal because the courts upheld the decision. That had been appealed, and the appeal was denied. Fucking ruling was upheld. Deserves every fucking one of them 14 years. And I hope he gets them. And if Trump, and I'll tell you right now, if Trump gives him a fucking pardon, I'll still vote for him. But that is so fucking scummy. He'll deserve all the bullshit he's going to get on Twitter and on the news.
Yeah, but like Trump said, it's no worse than whatever any other
don't care
politician did. So why should he suffer?
Because he was caught.
So ain't a lot of people like the Patriots. They were made an example of.
What?
They got caught.
Jimmy, you're comparing apples to oranges. A fucking sporting event is not the same as an appointment to somebody to the Senate.
It is.
You're selling an appointment to the Senate.
You're getting a contribution for the appointment for the
I don't
Senate.
give a fuck what you're getting. It's
all right, it's not illegal. And for the amount of time the guy gave him, how long's that been going on?
Well, I guarantee.
2008?
I guarantee.
10 years he's been in jail.
He was convicted. And
yeah, but
it was an
excessive.
It was upheld
sentence.
by the appellate court.
It was excessive sentence.
Well, you can argue the sentence.
He
committed a
10
crime.
years.
Good.
What's the crime? Asking for a contribution?
Let that be a message to the next person that tries to sell a Senate seat.
He did. They have said it that way, but he certainly didn't mean it that way.
Jimmy,
he thought he wasn't being. Didn't think he was being tapped.
Jimmy, let me ask you a question, right? Like
don't.
Like corruption in government.
For one, don't trust taps, but they can get you to say anything. All right, and you will. So don't even trust taps.
Jimmy, do you like corruption in government?
Love it.
You love it?
Love it.
Well, then you should love Blagojevich, because he is corruption in government. He got caught and he got what he deserved.
No, he just said what everybody else said.
Oh well, if everyone else said, "Hey, let's go out and murder somebody," then it's legal and it's ethical.
Are you catching on?
Yeah. What he did was illegal. Case closed, and Trump will deserve every bit of shit he gets in the media for if he fucking pardons that. And I will be one of them. I will actually open up a Twitter account. You fucking send him a Twitter saying you suck, and then I'll cancel it. But I'll open a Twitter account just to tell Trump what I think about that fucking pardon.
Well, why you got the angle?
Yeah, we did. We already talked about Keith. Yes, we did. We already spoke about.
We did before the show.
No, we just talked about him 2 seconds ago, Jimmy.
No,
you better get the fucking. All right, give out the 1-800 number.
1-800.
No, the rest of it.
1-800. 508-5431.
And the question is, did we already discuss Keith Olbermann? Please.
Somebody
fucking call in. Now, back to the subject at
Dinesh D'Souza?
Yeah. Now, Trump's thinking about pardoning him.
Did already.
Oh, he did do it?
Yeah.
Oh, so it did go through.
He was talking about doing it now and then today.
Yeah, because what he did was that he wasn't supposed to make. I believe. I think it had something to do with
him talking or something.
See, we should. Do you know what? Do you know what? Not for nothing. This is so fucking typical. Neither of us fucking researched that at all.
Exactly.
Once again.
Well, good. Just found out an hour or two ago.
Yeah. Well,
it was too late.
Yeah, I was working all day, so. Anyways, I have time to.
I told you when you come over here. I says this is new.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what we can actually talk about is the North Korean summit? We're watching. What do you have on that? About the talks, are they still going to go through? North Korea!
Had a good meeting.
Today, right?
Yeah, they did.
All right. Where was the meeting?
New York.
All right. So, does it look likely that the meeting will go on June 12th?
I didn't hear from Sarah Saunders today.
Okay.
Yeah, they said they had a good meeting.
Now,
which means they're full steam ahead.
Is Bolton involved in any of these meetings?
Yes, he is.
So it's good cop, bad cop.
Actually, I think they're keeping him a distance.
Yeah, because he's a bad guy.
Well, they all call them something.
Yeah, good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
Bolton's the bad cop, and what's his name?
Pompeo,
thank you, is the good cop. I love it. It's like a 1970s cop show. I love it.
Oh, they'd be stupid.
Oh, fuck yeah. They're just getting that shit in fucking North Korea now.
What, Beretta?
Yeah, the Rockford Files.
They finally stretched out the
Northeast
Asia.
Actually, they can't get nothing. If you get caught like watching a Hollywood movie and stuff, go to like a prison camp. But not just you. 3 generations of your family, if you have them in existence, which is probably not a good chance in North Korea. You know, the average life expectancy is 35 or something like that. But yeah, your mother and your grandmother go into a fucking labor camp. Not a jail, a labor camp. Isn't that fucking lovely?
Yeah, it is.
They've got to come around. North Korea has to come around. They have to see that it's in their best interest to come into the world. You know what I mean? Stop being so isolationist. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have nothing wrong with protect your country, keep your culture, shit like that. But when you go to that extreme, oh no, it's not a country. It's a prison. They're starving in droves. But they're fed a constant stream of propaganda, like R2, United States, but nothing like they're getting over there. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days.
Hello?
5 days.
Yeah, I know I was.
Thank you, Joe.
Well, I don't think we're ever not live because I checked the radio code and it said on air.
Yeah, it's not like you're breaking the momentum of the show. There is none.
Yeah, you feel like talking for another 25 minutes?
All right, thank you, Joe.
All
Take
right,
it easy,
we'll
brother. Thanks, Joe, for always being there. He's never here. We never hear from him. And that was Joe Rocks on Thursday nights at 10 p.m. correct?
10 p.m. Yes, it is tonight.
Yeah. That's right.
This
It is Thursday. All these days fucking blend together, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Especially with the holiday. That fuck.
Oh, Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Like holiday. Yeah, Memorial Day. I actually got it off. No one paid though. That's the life of a migrant worker.
Work, you don't get paid.
Yep. Actually, my boss is cool though. If I work Saturdays and Sundays, double time, bro.
That's if you want to work Saturdays.
Hey, I don't want to work Saturdays and Sundays. I work all week. It's 12 hours a fucking day. Well, not always 12, but at least 10. And a minimum. Money's there. Buys me weed, Jimmy. Makes me happy,
yes,
Jimmy.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Makes me happy.
I thought Jeremy was fucking coming in. Whatever.
Telling us to fuck you.
It might be the big middle finger to us.
I know. Little late's a little late. This is more than a little late.
Yeah.
The show's over. 3/4 of the show. 2/3 of the show is over. Oh well, we're gonna have to stick to it.
Yeah, of course we. Oh, do you know what? We got to take a picture. I want to put it up on page. Are you wearing the fucking the camos?
Blue.
These things. are fucking gigantic.
Well, they probably fit Donald.
Donald, yeah, and he's a big dude.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I told him how big I was. He's like, oh, they'll probably fit you.
Yeah, probably if he cut half the legs off.
Jimmy, they fucking came in, like on the postal paper bag type thing. They weigh like 4 fucking pounds.
Yeah.
I knew instantly when I pulled them things out. I was like, I literally can put them up to my chest, and they're still long at the bottom.
Yes, like I said, you could cut off 2 feet, and then
I could make 2 pairs of them and wear them. But I do thank Donald and his brother. What's his brother-in-law's name, Jimmy?
Son-in-law.
Southern. Anyways, thank you so much for sending that to me. I really appreciate it. And I am going to keep them, and I will. Every once in a while, I may get.
First of all, we got to get him.
Yes. Do you know what would be?
Chair so we
do you know what would be great? If I had a picture of Les, right? I could like hold up like a Les Skymo mask. That would be awesome. That would be so poetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So nobody sees my face and gets scared. They see Les's soothing face. Oh, Donald.
Ben.
Thank you. Thank you, Donald.
Ben Sauceville?
Thank you.
Anyways.
Back again. Oh, by the way, Donald, we were going to do some of the subjects you sent us tonight, but fucking Jimmy lost them.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't find your messenger thing.
Yeah, is it?
I am illiterate to all this shit.
I was like, I go, didn't Donald send something? He goes, yeah. He goes, but I can't find it. I was like, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? We can find that.
Well, he's showing, like I said, that's just popping up. I get
Christ's sakes.
Sauceville, it is. See, that's the name.
Yeah, just play the Diamond and Soul clip again.
Might have to get out of here.
Oh, fucking A. Fucking Donald, he's sending us shit real time, just one after another. Thank God somebody's interested in the show, because it sure shit ain't me. No! Do you know what? Donald, why don't you jump in? You're on the computer, jump in.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, jump in, Donald. Help us in.
Yeah, help us out, brother.
Jeremy's gone, and we're lost for titles there.
Yeah. And do you know what? You can talk about some of the subjects you sent to Jimmy.
Yeah, exactly.
That he conveniently lost.
On in.
Come on. Kaboo! Kaboo!
Where is that goddamn Billy Bob?
Yeah, no shit. Well, we'll be hearing from him tomorrow. I'm sure.
I heard from him last night.
Oh, Donald, I got some great goat pictures, by the way. And you're hitting the button. Why are you hitting the button? Stop it.
What?
Yeah, no, you don't have to.
With the mic is on.
Hope so. What somebody... Joe just told us we were broadcasting.
That's why he thought we were...
Donald coming into the room?
Said he was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He's gonna shut down all his porn and stuff. All his goat porn.
What's new at your job?
My job?
Yeah.
Today was extremely hot and humid. I was hauling brush while other people are fucking dropping trees right next to me. And I'm hoping to get the brush out of there before the tree drops on the brush. I'm trying to get out of there.
Right.
Fucking guys are animals. They get in them buckets,
Cherry pickers.
No, not the cherry picker that grabs the logs. You know, the bucket like the electricians use?
Yeah.
But we got a huge fucking thing, 65 feet in the air it'll go. Got a 65-foot reach. No, cherry picker's the claw. Yes.
No, it
yes, it is.
I'm telling
It's
you.
a bucket truck, Jimmy. I fucking worked there.
I'm telling
What are you,
it's
become
a
my wife?
bucket. It ain't
You're gonna
a
fucking
claw.
argue about it?
Yeah.
Give out the 1-800 number.
Didn't work the last time.
No, because nobody's listening. You know why?
Well, Joe was.
Yeah, yay.
Joe and Donald.
And Donald, the only two. And Donald won't even fucking come on the air. He knows shit when he sees it.
I ain't gonna be part of that.
Yeah, why should I? Why should I sully my name?
Here he is. He's in the lobby.
Up, here he comes. He's coming up.
Whoop! Come on! Come on!
Hello.
Yes,
Come on.
Donald. Welcome, Donald, to the show, everyone.
I don't know how Jimmy lost what I sent him. I'm sitting here looking at Jimmy's.
I X'd the box out, and I don't know how to get it back.
Well, do you want me to go over the things I sent you?
Yep. Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
Save this hunk of shit.
One of them was RFK's son calls for new investigation into his father's assassination. I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
No, I didn't, and
No,
I
I
didn't
never
read
heard
that.
that.
I saw it, but I didn't read it.
Okay, it was about, I guess, Sirhan. He did shoot at him, but he wasn't the only shooter in that hotel there,
Oh,
or
really?
whatever that was.
I've heard this before, that a bullet was in a trajectory that had nothing to... Sirhan could not have fired that shot.
Well, there's a lot of shady stuff going on. You guys know that, man.
Oh, yeah.
CIA shit.
And do you know what? It's funny, because both of the biggest ones, fucking Kennedys. The two biggest shooting conspiracies, Kennedys.
And another thing that I sent, Jimmy, it was about Democrat House candidate compares Trump to Osama bin Laden. And how could you even compare Trump to a man like that? I don't get it.
How does he compare him?
Do you know what? They compare him to Kim Jong-un. All sorts of fucking tyrants. That's old school for the left. That is so safe.
Demonize him.
It's so safe and so not cutting edge and just puke. Oh, let's compare him to the baddest person we can.
Trump don't get any respect, no credit for anything that man does.
From the left. That's for sure.
The left will never, ever, ever give him credit.
When I say the left, I'm talking the media, too.
You're right.
Well, they are the left.
Well, you guys, if President Trump was standing in the White House lawn passing out brand new $100 bills, somebody would find something to gripe about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they'd be like, whose money is that?
He's trying to inflate the economy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand. We have a great president, and everybody downs him. Why?
What the one they'd say? The one they'd say is, how much of that money went to the poor? It all went to the top 1%.
But anyway, another thing I sent Mr. Bell was a Japanese Navy spots suspected Chinese ship near North Korean tanker. You guys, they're supposed to not be. I thought they cut this embargo off with North Korea.
Sanctions. Yeah, I know it.
But they were.
Kim Jong-un is hurting big time. He might be fairly sympathetic.
Yeah, but the only problem is our satellites are going to see this.
Well, that's what it did. Our satellites did see it.
It can see my car.
Yeah.
Jimmy, they could probably hear you right now. I think they got technology. They could hear you in your home if they want to.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, just from my TV that I got shut off, they could probably hear.
Yeah, the webcams.
Yeah, the webcams on my two laptops.
That's what Donald, I had mine taped until I brought it over here.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I mean, you guys know you've been on Google Maps where you can see your house. I mean, could you imagine if we got that? Imagine. There's Jeremy.
Here.
What's up?
Better late than never.
Yeah.
Right.
By never, it was actually almost never.
Almost. You got 12 minutes, buddy.
Yeah, you're 11 minutes away from never.
Make me laugh, honey, man.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
Make you laugh.
Yeah.
Donald
Jeremy
ate
make you
earplugs
laugh.
over the weekend.
No, don't say that till tomorrow night. Save it for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, well, do you know what? Yeah, don't put the cat out
Yeah,
of the
we're
bag.
still on politics.
Yeah.
Oh, well, darn it.
Yeah, let's save the funny stuff for tomorrow because Henry is going to be playing that throughout the
Oh,
factory.
he's
and
back
got,
on the job?
Yes, he's back to work, and I was on the
Good.
phone with him earlier. He listens to your guys' show too, and he plays our shows to everybody, and everybody's been coming up and downloading that TuneIn app so they can listen to everybody's shows.
That's
Right,
awesome.
that's
I
good.
love it. I love all
I
the
was
connections I've got.
originally going to have a guest on tonight that had a situation with a veteran up there in New Jersey that she wanted to discuss, but due to unfortunate events, I couldn't do that.
What were the unfortunate events? You can say it.
Let's just say it was legal stuff. We'll go that, and that's it.
All right. We don't want to get this
Legal
stuff.
Well, you guys got your third man on here. I think I'll cut out and listen to the rest of the show, guys.
All right, thank you, Donald, for jumping in and helping
in.
us, brother.
Well, God bless you and Jimmy both. You guys are my friends. I like you, and I like talking to you guys. I have fun talking to you guys.
Thank you again, Donald. See you tomorrow night at 7.
All right. Bye, Jimmy. Bye, Paul.
I'll see you tomorrow night.
Ciao.
Have a good one.
Be funny.
All right, we will. We got a lot of good stuff for tomorrow. All in.
Sounds good.
Adios, amigos.
Quit plugging your show, Donald.
No, well, he didn't go all aboard.
Yeah, he's shameless.
We should
Shameless.
plug it real quick.
Yeah, all aboard on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m.
There you go. Donald didn't plug it, so we
Him
will.
and Dave Coots talk politics and current events and news.
Yep. And goats.
Goats.
Goats. And goats and goats. So what was the topics that I missed?
We were talking about the Blagojevich pardon.
Along with Dinesh. We didn't know nothing about
Yeah, we knew nothing
Oh.
about it. We opened up a subject we had absolutely no idea about.
What about Valerie Jarrett and Roseanne Barr?
Yeah,
we did discuss that.
We had a 10-minute clip with Diamond and Silk talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
are they
were
aware
actually
she's
right.
actually Iranian, by the way?
Yes.
Which is not Arab. That's Persian, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they're still Muslim.
They're Muslim, but they're not Arab. They're Persian.
But yeah, she's Iranian, and because she's supposedly 65% black, Roseanne's comment was considered racist.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah, I know. It's a
Boo,
fucking
Well, you know what?
Boo.
Every single person on this planet is at least 1% African. So guess what?
They
Every
say it
fucking
comes
thing
from
out
the
there is
one woman
racist.
in Africa.
Yeah. Do you know what? First of all, I don't give a shit. The late-night comedians butcher the Republican Party on a daily basis. I should say nightly basis. And nothing's
And Christians.
ever said.
The View
Yes.
attacks Christians.
Oh, fucking A, right. They go after Jews, too.
Yeah, that's the fucked up thing is the View could say all that shit, but yet Last Man Standing can't have conservative views and Roseanne can't tweet.
Right, because it doesn't align with their values.
Well, I say we do to them what we did to the NFL, hit their fucking pocketbook, they'll change their tune.
ABC is going to take a fucking huge hit for this. A huge. And I've got a feeling Fox will pick up the show.
I've
They know a
heard
cash cow when they see it.
I've heard rumors that Fox was talking about it, but they also released an official statement saying they have not picked up the show.
Right, because the rumor was out that they did. They didn't say they weren't in talks. They said they didn't pick the show up. And you don't pick a show up in 2 days. That's negotiations.
What gets
through
me
lawyers and
is ABC was willing to cut hundreds of jobs over a statement by one person.
yeah, all the fucking the cameramen, the gaffs, the sound people.
Yeah,
They don't care.
costumes, makeup, all that.
Exactly. Not to mention the rest of the rest of the cast.
Notice Sarah Gilbert appears to have disappeared from The View, by the way. Or is that what show is it she was on? It might have been The View that she was on.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Was she on?
The Talk.
The Talk with the one that had Sharon Osbourne.
Yes, with Sharon Osbourne. Fucking hey, do you know why? Because she doesn't know what to say. She has no idea what to say because she's a liberal fuck, and she just lost a fucking cash.
Well, Roseanne, when that show come out, the ABC signed a contract, probably not really knowing how conservative the views on the show would be, and then when it hit the airwaves, they thought, holy fuck, we got to find a way to get rid of this.
Me and Jimmy were talking about that, and they were waiting.
Mm-hmm.
It was a self-fulfilling prophecy. They knew she'd fuck up a tiny little bit.
Yeah. They knew it. And that's why she's not on the air.
Yeah, and did you see, all these other channels?
Keith Olbermann, they hired him back at ESPN or what is it?
ESPN, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, just let me finish this thought real quick.
You have a thought?
I did.
Crickets.
Fucking A. Thank you.
I should get a wind sound. That way every time he has a thought, it just goes whoosh.
No, I was right in the middle of it. I was right there.
Forget it?
Yeah, because you jumped in. You started talking about fucking Olbermann.
Would you have a brain fart?
Fuck it. No, we were talking about Roseanne.
Yeah.
The writing staff didn't like writing the shit.
They were liberals.
Yeah, it was destined to fail. They knew.
They were setting it up to fail. It was set up to fail.
Like I said,
we fulfilled our contract.
For conservative.
We fulfilled our contract is what they'll say, and they didn't. But
they figured the pilot was going to be huge, right? And then the ratings would go consistent to a point where they can justify getting rid of it. And when the ratings, they dropped after a pilot, the ratings always drop off a little bit, but they stayed consistent. And they were like, fuck. Oh, the other thing I want to talk about, all the reruns of Roseanne are being dropped by all these affiliate stations.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the Dukes of Hazzard. Everyone's fucking dropping it now. It's like, nah. Fucking drop Kimmel for what he says.
They won't.
That fucking douche. I didn't even know who he was, Seth Meyers. I didn't even know what he did. I just knew he had a douchey late night show.
Right.
I've heard of him, but I've not seen the show.
Don't bother. Or Samantha Bee. Samantha Bee. Dude, I have a horrible delivery. Horrible. Hers makes mine look like fucking the best delivery ever.
Right.
See how bad that delivery was right there?
I've never seen her.
She's no talent. The only thing she has is Bash Trump. That's it.
Right.
Who sings the song "Somebody's Watching Me"? Do you know who that is?
Rockwell. I always feel like somebody's watching me.
I believe so.
Somebody's watching me.
Is it like from the 80s? Oh.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I'm looking it up. 1984.
Yes, Rockwell.
Yeah.
How's that? Knew it.
Damn, you're talented.
Kid. Fucking A right. Total Recall, motherfucker. Better living through chemistry. Remember that, kids? Remember that huge amounts of acid and crack, alcohol, and meth is good for you. Oh, and cigarettes. Don't want to leave out cigarettes. be able to remember everything. Tons of useless. You won't have a job.
Yeah.
Or teeth. Or a wife. Or a house. But you'll have Total Recall.
Total Recall. I haven't seen that in forever.
It was a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Remember the Johnny Cab?
The
self-driving. You don't remember that?
Yeah.
The self-driving car. He rips the head off the thing. I would have too, because it looked just like Howdy Doody. It looked just like fucking Howdy Doody with the fucking cabbie hat on.
I'm thinking about making a post.
Making a what?
Nothing. I'm just thinking out loud.
Guys. It's late.
All right, guys. Sorry I missed the show.
Yeah, it's all right, brother. Hey, look, work comes first. I know how it is.
Yeah, well, it wasn't exactly work, but it was very, very important.
Let's sign out.
We gotta go.
All right,
Good night, folks. Next week.
I was charming. I was lucky. Tell me how.